Today we are visiting the favorite section of the children here in the Crystal Hall. You can see it behind us, and we are going to be shown around by someone very famous, the wife of Mr. Timur Rajabov, Elnara. Elnara, welcome to the show. Can you please tell us about what can the children do here?
Thank you very much. So basically this is a kids zone. All kids and adults are welcome here. We have some interactive intellectual games here, and then we have our Museum of Illusions inside, and then we have some free master classes for kids that happen every day, and we have cooking master classes, we have drawing, we have arts and crafts, we have also a tour of the Olympiad every Saturday and Sunday. So basically kids get a free class of chess. They can look around, they can go into the spectators hall. We meet some grandmasters. They enjoy it very much. So we're trying to, how can I say, involve children as much as possible in the Olympiad, so they understand understand how much of a big deal this is for our country and for chess players.
Can you tell us about your organization? Because I believe this is not only for the Olympiad, but you do this 365 days a year.
Yes, actually we do. We work 24/7 as well. So we are Sevimli Bala, that's our name. We're a kids organization. We launched 2.5 years ago. We started with a website and we started giving information for young moms of how to raise their children, and we started expanding very rapidly. We started doing some charity master classes, and then in March last year we opened our first club. We started doing events in restaurants, birthdays. Now we're launching two more spaces for classes for everybody from 8 months old to 88 years old. So
88, I thought we are in a children's zone. So anybody can participate, even the grandparents?
Yes, of course, anybody can participate. So that includes English classes, conversation classes. We have capoeira, we have ballet, dance classes. So anybody can seminars, very into psychology, educational seminars. We have everything. So everything in terms of education we can provide for anyone from 8 to 88 months old to 88 years old. So 89 is too old, so we can't, unfortunately. For me.
Nice. Yeah. Nice. Do you have children yourself? Because I see you're so enthusiastic about children. You must love children.
Yes, I have one baby girl. We have one baby girl. She's 3.5 years old. She loves chess. She's obsessed with chess. Anything chess related. Yesterday she ate all the chess chocolate over here in I could advertise them, right? Over just next corner. She goes to the club and she goes to the classes. She's very creative. So she's using everything that I've created, the atmosphere I've created, she's using it up.
You mean that she's 3.5 and she already knows how the pieces move, or she prefers just eating the pieces?
She prefers eating them, I think. She knows all the pieces, how they're called and everything. She knows how the pawns work, but that's about it. Yes.
That's very nice too. And you also mentioned that you have one baby girl, but since you have this organization, you feel like you have hundreds of children?
Oh, that's correct. Yes, I feel like we have hundreds of children. They're all our own. So we try as much as possible to give an individual approach. We love all our children. I mean, every child that comes into our organization or into our club, they're with us all the time. So they come to our class, for instance, our master class, or they sign up for art, or they sign up for chess, and then that's it. And they're part of a giant family. So the Sevimli Bala family.
What tip would you give to parents? Because I believe that since you have such experience with this organization, what do you think is the most important at the critical age when they are so young and their brain is like a sponge, so they can learn anything they like?
Well, love and support are the most important things, and talking to the child as much as possible. So as much attention you can give to your child as possible, that's good. In terms of development, bring them to us. All children are welcome, and all adults are welcome actually too. So yeah, chess is fantastic for development. So as soon as the child is about 4 years old, chess is the perfect thing for the brain. We will talk about brain development in our next room actually, because there is a whole museum.
Let's go there.
Her name is Farah. and she's a student that moved to Houston, actually.
Wow.
Yes, and she's very impressive. She signed up to she's one of our very first students in our clubs, so I'm very proud of her. I'm glad this work of art is here. She didn't take it with her to Houston, so we can look at it.
It looks like such a grown-up art. I would not believe that it was painted by a 12-year-old.
She's pretty good. She's our little girl, so yes. You're inside at Eames' room at the moment, so you may think you have grown several meters, but in fact it's actually an optical illusion. So anyone can feel very big right now. So you can feel like a giant.
Tell us about the chess illusion room. Is it the first in the world that there's such a room like this?
Possibly. We haven't seen another one like it. This illusion is quite common, to do an illusion that a person's on the ceiling, but we've tried it with chess. We'll see. Hopefully everybody likes it.
I do like it. I did try it. I felt like a spider woman. This room is about brain development, as you mentioned before. Can you explain exactly what can we see here?
So this is information about for children and for adults, what happens inside the brain. It explains everything, that the processes that happen inside the brain with pictures. Then we have here, how can chess benefit a child? So how the chess benefits the brain development of a child. Then we have how chess players' brains are different from other people's. So that's interesting even for chess players to read how their brains are different. And finally, we have how can chess in general improve train your brain like sports. So
what would you highlight? Because I see that there's a lot of text. What would you tell our viewers in general? What do you think is the benefit of chess for children? Why shall they learn it?
It's good in terms of strategy, in terms of thinking ahead, in terms of planning your actions, not just doing something and then, oh, oops, that's a very bad idea. So it teaches children how to behave like adults. So basically, chess is like imitation of life. So basically, how to react to problems, how to overcome them, and not to give up immediately once you have some sort of challenge. So chess is very beneficial in that sense.
So how do the brains compare? Because I'm still surprised. I did not know that chess players' brains are different, that my brain might be different from another person's brain. What is the difference?
There are many differences, of course. One very important one is that it prevents Alzheimer's. So basically, even if people start playing chess in a late age, they prevent it from happening. And I also have a fun fact that chess can shrink your brain.
Shrink it.
Shrink it in size. So before, people thought that the bigger the brain, the better. But actually, a shrinked brain improves. It's very efficient. So the neural activity in the brain is very efficient. So that's an interesting fact.
Wow. So I've just learned that my brain is small, but at least I'm okay. I will not have Alzheimer when I'm 87. Thank you for all this information, and I'm really impressed by all the illusions as well and everything that you do for children.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your time.